Welcome back to Stories, the Path of Destinies. Last time we tried to split the Iblis stone. Thought maybe that would help us, and it didn't. And we died. So we're at the beginning of that level again. Let's get to it.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty.
Sounds so good.
That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once.
And he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him.
Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. "It's the core," said the stone anxiously.
But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing with it.
Clever plan is not so clever. We tried to be clever last time, and we duper died. I was gonna say super died, and then just died, and then got duper died. Let's do it.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy. And
It's
he
not
had
me,
a
it's
feeling
you.
it did not have his best interests at heart. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
Doing it. Especially because the stone was like, no, not the core, not the core, not the core. So, that's obviously the correct decision in this case. Maybe it'll, like, destroy the stone. Maybe the two will meld into a super core. Wheelie wheelie wheel! Super core!
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Renato had a rare feeling of regret.
Huh.
It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
Alright. Open the door! And then we'll probably go grapple over somewhere else. Let's scroll down here. Let's just make sure this isn't like a chest. Okay, there's more to it. Oh, I can't get back! No! No! Why did I do that? No! Why? Why did I do that? This one down to a chest, I bet. That's it. Oh well.
The waterfall was spectacular. Now, you had to enjoy these things as they came. We passed this way but once.
Firestorm. Doing it. Whoosh. All of them. All of them. No, I want to just yeah, super sliced everything. I'm still mad that I didn't get my chest. I see it. Look at it. Look at it right there. I see it. Oh well, another time. Ooh, fire crystals. I don't know if I've ever been this way before.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
No, I have been here before. Yeah, see, this is where I would be now. Oh well.
You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead.
Hmm.
Didn't your mother tell you it's rude to stare? Snapped Renato, a little smug.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you." "Are you afraid of it?" "No, don't be ridiculous." It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you if you just carry it. And if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Renato did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards.
Yeah, onwards. Onwards.
Of course there was a puzzle. You couldn't expect the transcendent emperor to bury a god's eye in a leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
Do I switch these? Does that turn those? Yeah, there we go.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, he's right. Ow, that hurt. I just did it. Didn't care. It's like, nah, no big deal. It was kind of a big deal. Oh yeah, that's the best. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Just try to slice through everybody. Ooh, the core. It's up here. Alright.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical. No, it's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time. He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Renato came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. "I can't hear you," he sang out, and "You?" It didn't answer.
Huh.
"Ha!" he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first.
I think we're gonna be wise. I think we're gonna be wise.
As the Farfarer made its way toward the Nexus, Renato could see tiny sparks in the blackness that was the Iblis stone, as if somewhere within it, the core was still spitting out energy, which the Iblis stone sucked in hungrily.
You'd think the stone would want this kind of power, wouldn't it? thought, Renato. Well, the scientists would explain it all.
Let's see what they have to say. Probably, you're a dummy, shouldn't have done that, we're all gonna die. And then we do. Or maybe I solved all the world's problems. They're like, this is it. It's what we wouldn't. What? Blah, 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 blah. It's what we've been waiting for. Let's
See?
not overthink.
He'd trusted his gut, and it had worked out. That's what it meant to be a hero. To ignore the naysayers and the odd makers, and do what you knew was right, and have it turn out to be the right thing. Well, he wasn't worried. Once he got to the observatory, the scientist toads could explain it. Then he could carry the war into the enemy's camp and destroy them all.
Ha
Oh dear, he was getting a little bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
Seek answers from the scientists. Let's go over here. Sure, I guess. I don't really need any of this stuff, but... Is there a door over there? Did I just miss the door? I did. Strangely. That was a weird door to miss, too.
The platform used a hybrid propulsion system fueled by anti-gravity and wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking. And up we go. Yuck, 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 yuck. Boreas Discoverer. I don't know what that achievement is. Take a look here in a bit. Another one. We already read this one. Already been here. Been here, done that. Zoop. Oh no! I wonder if there's a thing over there. Too late. Working too fast here. Nope. Jump, jump, jump. Alright. Let's do a venture up, up, and away. This is a plain old normal door. Oh, 20 hits was. Man, 20 hits is just like, bam, game over. No contest. Look at all the things that I don't need except for the energy.
Renato had never felt better in his life. Normally, a battle would wear him down and he would need a night's sleep. Now he felt like he could go all night and all day. He felt like people were cheering him on, and he could practically hear their applause as he slew one raven after another.
Interesting. The Iblis stone is gone, but it's still, oh yeah, this is all glitched out still. I wonder what I did to glitch this out. I don't know, but I remember how to get through.
The Iblis stone and the Skyripper core. Two artifacts from the time of legends. Renato was becoming a legendary hero, wasn't he? He had enough power to save the rebellion, but he had to understand this power, so he would not misuse it.
A cannon
trap. Who kept these things loaded anyway?
I think it's going faster. Ouch. Take a couple hits, no big deal. Made it. Slice
Bernardo
everyone.
learned so much about... Ooh, what was it again?
La 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 la. Nope, nothing. All right, moving on. Yep, yep. Oh, it's not all blown up and stuff. Nice.
The toads at the observatory measured the stone with their occult devices. I fed it the core of Sky Ripper, explained Renato. No more feed me blood and souls.
But the core is not an unlimited energy source,
said one toad. Another said,
there's a feedback loop, you see, which could overload the stone.
Yeah, the stone doesn't actually feed on souls,
claimed a third.
but on pain of killing another sentient being. If you can truly be at peace with yourself, it would not overload.
This was all very confusing. At peace? Yes, the mountains were peaceful and quiet, but he now had the power to turn the tides. He should report to the Rebellion Council and prepare for the decisive battle.
I think we're gonna go with peace. Do a little bit of preview for next time's episode.
The one thing he understood from all the toad arguments, maybe the stone did not feed on blood or souls or rage. It fed on empathy. It fed on the pain he felt when he put an end to another being's existence. Even if that other being was a raven intent on killing him. If he could find peace, then he could use the power of the Iblis stone without being taken over by its evil.
Yes, that was the way to defeat the Iblis stone.
The mountains. He would go to the mountains. He could find peace there.
On top of a mountain. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Stories, The Path of Destinies. Actually, it's just Path of Destinies. Or is it The Path of Destinies? Either way, thanks for tuning in.
Unfortunately, the mountains were
more
not
preview.
empty. There were ravens everywhere. No matter. He had to fight, yes, but he didn't have to be angry. Parry, dodge, slash, and breathe. Yes, focus on the rhythm, the dance of it, not on the blood or the raven's core as they died. Ah, it was working. He wasn't feeling those dark jolts of eldritch energy. He wasn't feeding the Iblis stone.
Good. Good. Must find peace. Go Karate Kid style. Reach the mountaintop. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Stories, The Path of Destinies. If you liked it, feel free to hit that like button at the below the video there. Little thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more, and thanks for stopping by.